Today's November 1st. It's been a while since my last. As you can see, the white hair is continuing to grow. This is why my gym's outside. If you could look behind me, I mean, really? You can't tell me you're gonna find that in a gym. You might get a picture of it, but when your gym's outside and it's 19 degrees out, who gives a shit? This stuff's great. It's gonna be my first time running 3 miles non-stop. Yes, some of the footing isn't that great. You could tell it's I'm on a trail, and it's not a paved trail, and I prefer running on stuff like this, but I'm gonna have to watch out for my ankles, and I do have my brace on. But with views like that, can't miss this shit. Friday, day off, vacation day. I looked forward to this every minute before I went to bed last night. Having some tweaks once in a while with the knee. Soreness is continuing to get better. At therapy, doing ladder drills. That's the biggest thing in jumping and hopping. So ladder drills, basically you put out a tethered ladder, string, rope, whatever, and you're doing various agility drills. I sucked out a few. It's been a while since I've done them, and being that I do therapy at 5 o'clock, I'm kind of beat by the day mentally and a little bit physically. So when I'm doing that stuff, once in a while, it's not 110%. So, but we're gonna get after this. I'm gonna do my stretching. It's a Friday, so I'm probably gonna get a Friday, Saturday, Sunday run in. They'll probably all vary. I'm getting pretty comfortable on my run, so I really didn't ask if I could run a full 3, but I feel pretty good at that. The main thing is walking. Every so often I'll get some twinges. We were just recently in Vegas. That morning I ran. That evening, walking around, I had some twinges that I kind of wanted to not even walk, but I just kind of worked through them. So this far out, still having some things going on. So it's gonna happen, but even on stuff like this, a lot of people would tell me, 1, I'm crazy because of the weather, 2, you're crazy because something might happen to your knee. Well, yeah, and I face that a lot when I've been riding. I have that voice in the back of my head saying, something's gonna happen, Dave, and you're gonna be right back at this. But you know what? If you lived your life like that every day, what a freaking boring life, man. You know, I think there's so much more better things to do than worry about what could happen. Put the phones down, get out, and do something. Man, if we lived our lives the whole time just worrying about shit, or worrying about a phone and somebody's like, or this or that, you're gonna miss out on shit. Sometimes stuff like this will benefit you on a day where it's super hot and you're going, you go, oh yeah, I remember that day when I was cold, and or vice versa, that super hot day and you go, oh, I can't wait for one of those cool days, you know. So you gotta put your mind to it. Everything you do physically is a mind thing. It just helps to put a good spin on it and a perspective, even if you go, hey, this shit's really gonna suck, but once I get this shit done, I'm gonna feel better. And you will. Eating that bag of potato chips, and when you get done, I don't think you're gonna feel as good as, hey, I just had a couple, and tomorrow I'll still have some for, that period. So exercise is kind of the same way. If you just kind of knock it out, do a little bit at a time, work up to a bigger chunk, it feels good. When you have a day off, it feels good, but then you're kind of striving to get back out there and do some more. So you just got to get out and enjoy life, though. I'm gonna get after this, do some stretching, and have some fun here, enjoy the views.